Hello guys, welcome back to another rendition of Omar being a douche reacting to your collections. I take your fragrance collections that you have very kindly submitted to me for some humble feedback, trying to improve your fragrance game and trying to improve your quality of life. And I basically just ruin any sort of goodwill you've sent to me because I'm just going to roast your collections now. I'm going to give them really low ratings. If you have a really good, perfect collection, I'll give you a 10, but if I see anything I don't like, I'm going to deduct points. So today we have 5 collections to go through. Let's begin. Make sure you check out our brand, Atrium Fragrance, which is on a mission to promote creativity in the industry. By clicking the link in the description below, you gain access to a free sample as a first-time buyer, as well as exclusive written and video fragrance content by joining our newsletter. Enjoy. So the first collection we have is by Rotor Rules, who has a nice little cupboard, which is great. I think he must have watched our video on how to store your fragrances properly, because you want to keep fragrances in locations like this where it's out of the sunlight. Hopefully this is out of your bathroom, so you don't want to have the extreme humidity, heat, or extreme cold you can get from a bathroom. So this is a really good way to store them, to make sure your fragrances don't go off, because these kind of environments can make certain molecules that are fragile become oxidized, something like that. I'm not sure about the chemistry exactly, but yeah, this is the best way to store them. And he's even got them in mint condition in the cellophane of the boxes for Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma Intense, and Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. Okay, wow. Okay, I don't like Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum, so you're getting a 2 out of 10 in your collection. I'm sorry, bro. You're doing really well up until this point. Born in Roma Intense, I actually haven't seen or tried it yet. I tried the original, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but maybe the Intense is better. I'm going to look at the notes quickly. So apparently this fragrance came out in 2023 according to Fragrantica. It's got a very high rating on Fragrantica. Oh wow. Oh my god, have I been sleeping on this fragrance? It seems to be very versatile as well. Oh my god, I need to check this out, I think. Okay, the note breakdown is useless. It shows me vanilla, lavender, and vetiver. Fantastic. Okay, some people are saying it reminds me a little bit of the original Born in Roma, which is interesting. I always thought the original Born in Roma was a bit bubblegummy. Who knows? Okay, so after I check out Born in Roma Intense myself, I definitely need to do that. Let me look at the rest of your collection. Quite aquatic. You got the 2 aquatics from Acqua di Gio and Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, which is a clone of Aqua 2016 by Invictus. And you also have Prada Ocean, which is not an aquatic, even though the name says it is. So that's why I give you a 2 out of 10, bro. Trying to sneak a quick one over us, but I'm kidding. Okay, and you got some darker fragrances from Dolce & Gabbana and Spice Bomb Extreme, which is good. Nice bit of balance in your collection so far. I still feel like you're starting out in your collection, you like your designers, so maybe I would say to you, get a new style in designers, something that's a little bit mainstream, really mass appealing. I feel like YSL's EDP Intense would suit you, bro, because it has that similar mass appeal from Acqua di Gio, but it still has that light, youthful freshness that I think you would enjoy, and it has fantastic longevity, and it's quite a smooth blend. I really enjoy it, so check it out, bro. 32% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys want to see our channel grow, to really help us out, click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you. Next up, we have alesandrocapilo, who has this small collection. I don't know what that fragrance on the top right is. Oh, it's a Zara fragrance. I was not aware. Sunrise on the red sand dunes, and the note breakdown is citrusy, ginger. Ginger is a great note. It's underrated in perfumery. And yeah, that's not really showing me much. So it's like a light daytime summer fragrance, okay. And knowing Zara probably lasts 2 hours. He says he's 19 years old and he's looking forward to making a new purchase, but he wants to make the right choice. Good on you, bro. I love that. I'm going to give you an 11 out of 10 so far. I'm looking for a fresh, long-lasting and masculine scent that can get me through the summertime and spring, along with Cedra Boise Intense. I was thinking something like Black Panther or Rasasi La Yuqawam or 40 Knots. Hey, you must be watching this channel a lot then. I like your collection. Apart from the Zara, I can't really comment on that because I haven't smelled it, but you got Le Beau Le Parfum. That can be a long-lasting summer fragrance. Blue Electric is fantastic. I like Cedra Boise Intense. He tells me that apparently Le Beau Le Parfum and Cedra Boise Intense are running out. Armani Code Parfum is quite mature for a 19-year-old. Quite surprised, but you know, that's pretty cool. You know, I think you got a starter collection here that's balanced in some freshness and some darkness in here. And I would say maybe get something that is more on the balanced side though, in and of itself. Apart from Blue Electric, you don't really have that many dumb reaches potentially for a 19-year-old. I feel like for a 19-year-old, you want something that is just super easy to grab. If you're worried about cost, because you said about Black Panther, you're worried about the $30 shipping, maybe go for a more affordable fragrance like CH212 Men NYC. It's affordable, but smells high quality in my opinion. It is great for the younger guys. It's long lasting. It's definitely masculine. It's like a shower gel scent mixed with a bit of grassy greenness, but in a very nice way. It's not like a weird greenness at all. So that can work for you. And then you're saying you want potentially a more premium scent, like 40 knots. I feel like 40 knots, again, is quite mature for a 19-year-old, but, you know, I respect the hustle. I respect that you're really into your fragrances and maybe you like more mature styles. But for your age group, I can recommend something like Mancera's Black Gold. You like Mancera fragrances? Black Gold, I think, is a great one to try out. It is, again, that really musky DNA. It's really fresh, musky, slight hint of rose, slight hint of oud, slight hint of aquatic notes. It's got a lot of things going on. It's quite an interesting, versatile fragrance that you won't see a lot of. So you can wear that in the spring and summer as well. It's kind of an all-year round scent. It's an interesting one to try out. Oh, but I left your collection at 11 out of 10. Well, I don't know. I need to just take away points for some reason. I know why I'll take points away. I see a black bar at the bottom of your picture, and I'm not sure why it's there. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna make it 11 out of 10 come down to a -1 out of 10. I think that's reasonable. MiniminCutiPie has sent me this picture. You're gonna get a -4 just for that username, I'm sorry. Okay, you have 2 Diptyque fragrances. Diptyque is not a bad brand. It has some nice stuff. I think they do Dame Tao. That's a nice sandalwood scent they do. I think one of them here is Eau de Mente, or Eau de Mint, which of course is a very mint-heavy fragrance. I wasn't a huge fan of it though, so it felt a little bit flat to me when I tried it out. Another good one they do from Diptyque is Oikonos, I think it's called. It's like their fig-based fragrance. It's not bad. I think it's worth checking out. You got some fresh stuff. I like Baccarat Rouge. I'm a fan of Baccarat Rouge. Call me a fanboy. I don't care. Oud Woods, some Sauvage. You got the original John Varvatos Artisan, which I think was quite a clean, soapy, ginger-based fragrance from what I remember. I think you appreciate quite cool, interesting masculine perfumery. I think you should try out some leather stuff in your collection. You have Tom Ford Private Line. Why don't you go for something like Rasasi La Yuqawam, which is a great clone of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. It's affordable. It's a great way to try and get into leather perfumery. It's strong, beastly smokiness that is similar to Tuscan leather with a hint of raspberry, I believe. So yeah, it's a very strong fragrance. It's definitely very, very strong. I think you'll like it. You should try it out, bro. Tell me what you think. GeorgieSamv has sent in his collection. Okay, all right, stop right there. We have 2 fragrance bottles without a lid. That is a big no-no. If you want your fragrance to go off, that's a good way to do it. You're exposing the container to the air much more easily. And your Prada L'Homme bottle is face down, bottom up, which is a bit sus. Although I'm glad it's that bottle and not the Jean Paul Gaultier bottle right next to it, in fairness. But hey, overall, bro, you're gonna get a -18, I think. I think that's reasonable. You need to go find your lids. Well, you got a nice collection overall, actually. You got a nice balance of dark, fresh, mainly designer, which is okay, it's cool. Okay, Narciso Rodriguez for him, Bleu Noir, Eau de Parfum. Okay, I haven't tried that one. I tried the Parfum, which I was very disappointed by. It felt like a poor man's Dior Homme Intense, the Bleu Noir Parfum. We have the notes on the screen right now. You can see it's kind of like an Iris evening-based scent. I wasn't a huge fan. It felt really uninspired. So it feels like you're a guy who knows his fragrances well. He's got good amount of knowledge, apart from the lack of lids, and you're getting into your niche. I'm not sure if that's latent or latent exclusive at the top there, but hey, I feel like you're getting into niche, which is great. So I feel like you should go more into that direction. It feels like you're trying to do that with that breakthrough of latent. So I can tell you like a lot of your blue fragrances, you like a lot of your aquatic fragrances, such as with Aqua Atlantique, which I think is discontinued at the bottom there. And I'm going to give you a niche fragrance that sort of gives you that versatility of a blue fragrance that is also aquatic. Of course, I'm going to have to recommend Xerjoff's 40 Knots. It just fits these collections so nicely, guys. It's such an underrated, underpriced fragrance actually nowadays. So I think it would suit you perfectly. It's quite mass appealing, but at the same time it gives you a bit more of a challenge to your collection because your collection is quite mainstream. You know, give yourself something that kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone, long lasting. It's a fantastic fragrance. Check it out, bro. And lastly, HaywardMusic, who's sent me this fantastic photograph of his collection. It looks like you already have 40 knots. That's frustrating. You're taking away one of my top go-tos for these collection reacting videos. So I'm going to give you a -6 out of 10 just for that. But you can tell that you love Louis Vuitton, and for some reason I think you love Xerjoff as well. I'm not sure why, I'm just getting that feeling. But you got some great fragrances, in all seriousness though. Like, you got some really great niche choices. Back of Vanille is nice, although Aaron Terence Hughes Tobacco might be even better in my opinion. Lafayette Street, fantastic. We did a video on that, 10 out of 10 fragrance. You have a nice balance of your fragrance styles here. You got the fresher stuff, the darker stuff, and the more balanced in the middle stuff, like with Lafayette Street. Really, really great collection, actually, in all seriousness. I'm going to say, because you seem to like Initio, we're going into the winter time, and I think this fragrance is so underrated, underappreciated. I would say go for Initio's Paragon, because you like your quote-unquote oriental fragrances. I don't seem to see any obvious plum fragrances here, but I think it will suit you a lot. It sort of smells like if Plum Japonais from Tom Ford, which is discontinued, had a baby with Naxos, you would get something like Paragon. It's one of the best from Initio. I give it a 10 out of 10. I definitely think you should add it to your collection, bro. Go ahead, sample, and tell me if you agree with my recommendation. And that concludes this video, guys. I don't think we had many good scores today, honestly. So you guys need to pick it up, guys. We need to not let the team down. But yeah, I really hope you guys do better next time, guys. But honestly, keep sending me your collections. Send them to me on our Instagram at School of Scent. And ideally, guys, send really high quality pictures like with HaywardMusic. I think that's a good way that will increase your chances of getting your collection featured. And also give me a short, brief, concise paragraph telling me a bit about yourself and what kind of fragrance you're looking for next, because that really helps us out for these videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous parts of me reacting to collections. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.